Tim and Tony podcast brings you
the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Are you not entertained?
But tonight, we dine in hell!
Great Scott!
You play ball like a girl!
Are you good?
We're on a mission from God.
Life, finds a way.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
It's funny because now I can just picture all those clips.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start off, like we've been starting off, with a few questions for the movie. So why did we pick Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Well, if I'm right, we both never seen it.
Yes.
And then we're coming off another Shane Black movie. So we figured we'd go with his directorial debut.
Yes.
Throwing out facts before we even get to it. But yeah, we figured we'd continue that. Maybe this month will be Shane Black month.
Yeah. Well, not this is the last one, but we'll continue it after maybe.
And then, so how was your first watch through? Or first couple? From what you said.
Yeah, I watched it twice. It was awesome. This movie was great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's hard to watch at work at some points. So I had to pause it a couple times.
Yeah. See, that sucks.
Well, that's my fault. I absolutely could have watched it at home. Been playing Assassin's Creed.
So you had to do it.
Yeah.
You can get paid to do it.
Yes, get paid to watch it.
Yeah, but it was good, though. I really enjoyed it, and I watched it again just because there was some things I didn't catch the first time, and I wanted to see if there was anything I noticed the second time around.
Yeah, to try and solve it.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good, though. Yeah. I would buy it.
Yeah, this is
Need to add it to the collection.
A physical collection.
Yeah. How was your first watch through? Besides being at
work, it was good. I rewound it a couple times in certain parts where I was like,
try to hear it. Yeah.
Just because sometimes people were talking, I'm like, shut up! I'm watching a movie.
Leave me alone.
I'm watching a movie at work. Come on, give me some quiet.
Give me a break.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, same. So last week we ranked our favorite Shane Black movies. Where would this rank up? Does it change your rankings?
It absolutely changed my rankings.
Yeah, if you want to go first with yours.
I'll go first. So, refresher from last week, I only had 4. So it was Iron Man 3, Lethal Weapon, The Predator, and then Predator when he was starred in it. And then after watching this one, this movie jumped to the top of the list.
Number 1?
Number 1. And then everything else moved down.
Yeah, I don't know if I could put it number 1, but
well, I was wrestling with putting it 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And probably coming off just watching it.
Yeah.
Then it's number 1, but
so my last week one was Lethal Weapon, The Nice Guys, Iron Man 3, The Predator, and then Predator with him as the actor.
So didn't
But no, but I was. I saved it. I didn't know you put it in. I didn't even realize it.
Did you already look at my recasting then?
Yes, I did.
I was debating just crossing it out again.
I would put it 2.
Okay.
So Lethal Weapon, then this. Yeah, definitely above The Nice Guys and Iron Man 3. But it's right there with Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one. It's in
so
the
good.
same vein almost.
Yeah, when you watch Nice Guys.
Yeah, I'm sure that one will be very similar too. Yeah.
Very, very similar. Okay, let's jump right into our first segment, a Tim and Tony review of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Hold on to your butts.
This week we will be talking about a murder mystery that brings together a private eye, a struggling actress, and a thief masquerading as an actor. Which is funny because I watched the first episode of Barry.
Oh, you did?
A couple days ago, yeah.
Great.
So I was like, oh, this is...
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's not a murderer or a hitman in this, but yeah. Yeah, it was more of like a very petty thief.
Yeah. And not a very good
toys.
one.
Yeah, not a very good one. All right, but I'll go first with my honorable mentions. The cast first. Yeah, I mean, just them two together.
Them two together is it?
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer are great. Michelle Monaghan is great. Corbin Burnson's great.
For the short amount of time he's in it, he's still pretty good.
The two henchmen, I don't know their names, but
the one guy's recognizable.
One guy was from like Ray Donovan. I know him most from that, but he's in a bunch of stuff. The other guy was in Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, so kind of
Mr. Fire.
Yeah.
So
that's the guy who I recognize most.
Mm-hmm. The other guy was in Gotham. Frying Pan. Yeah, he was Flask. But this cast is great. And then my other honorable mention is the dog and the finger. That scene is just great. And I knew, like, as soon as he put it down, I was like, I heard a dog earlier, and that's in a dog bowl.
Right.
I know exactly what's going to happen, but I did not see it swallowing the finger.
That whole everything else going on with it.
Or Perry on the phone is like, get the finger, shoot the dog. Yeah. You don't have to worry about prints on the dog. He's like, it has my finger.
Because he didn't know about that part.
Yeah, that was great. My number 5 is Robert Downey Jr. narrating. Yeah. The whole thing is just great. Especially in the beginning where he's like, "Oh, I missed a spot," and like goes back, and then doing the wrap up.
Want to hear about
the wrap up at the end is just great. Him explaining things is hilarious though.
It adds something to it.
My number 4 is when Harry and Perry are being held hostage
at the clinic.
At the clinic,
okay.
I won't steal some of your stuff because I was going through, so I saw your quotes and stuff and your top, but we'll get to those. But that part, and then when they're torturing Harry, it's pretty funny. He's like, "Stop trying to help!" like yelling at him. And then that quote's great. When he shoots him with the gun that was in his pants. He's like, I thought it was a gay thing that you guys could just do that.
I don't know why I thought that.
His face when he says that is just like, you're an idiot. Oh, number 3 is getting rid of the dead girl, or just like the whole scene of the dead girl every time. Like when they first get her in the water
from the lake. Yeah,
it's like we call the cops now. I was like, you think they'll believe that you shot her in that after she broke her
He's
neck?
Like, no, he didn't. It's like,
damn it! And then he throws the gun in the water.
Where's my gun? I got rid of it.
Yeah, I got rid of it
so you didn't have to.
I have priors in New York. Yeah, that, and then like when he realizes she's in his shower, and he like freaks out. I peed on her. Can they tell? What? And then he starts like, "Can they tell?" You don't ask the questions. I ask the questions. Why did you do that?
I'm asking the question first here.
Why did you? He's like, I didn't mean to do it. And then the cops like when she walks past the cops, that's awesome. Nice. And then they throw the body off the roof and it hits the garbage.
Almost goes into the garbage.
Just nails the side. And then what is it? The cops drive by and they start kissing. I did not sign up for this. Just yelling.
Or even like, this isn't getting rid of their body, but I'll bring it up
just right before.
Like, all right, I gotta leave. Just like petting him.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. He just keeps saying, and then he finally just pushes his head. Okay, I gotta go. Number 2 is like the plot and the story, like the murder mystery and the twists, and I don't know. It was original and different than what you're.
It's not like a typical story.
Not a typical like buddy cop type thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got
similar,
the elements, but it's not like a straight like that.
Yeah, like that Harry was a thief and then ran into a casting call and got the part.
That's why I was like, oh my god, this is very almost identical.
Yeah, just the whole story is great. The wrap up's awesome. Then my number 1 is Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer together are just spectacular. Every time he calls him an idiot, I think they hit each other multiple times.
Yeah, they just keep going back and forth, and it works. It's believable.
Yeah, and I do have one problem now that I'm just thinking about it. But that's my top 5.
Okay, so my top 5, my honorable mentions is just in general, movies based off of books make me want to read the books, and then I just never go out and read the books. So like Jurassic Park and James Bond and The Bourne and like all those books. I would like to. It's a lot of. It's a lot more books than I think. And then my second honorable mention is the score / the music. So like early on, like it's got that kind of like upbeat tempo.
Yeah.
And then you can hear it throughout the different scenes. His ringtone. Just all the little small parts where they add in the music. And then my third one is the cast / Corbin Burnson. Just kind of throwing them in there, like all the background actors and all the main ones carry. Because really, there's, I think, 5 or 6?
Six
full characters that we follow throughout the whole movie, and they carry it pretty well.
Yeah.
But my number 5 is the humor. So like
hilarious.
they're back and forth, but like the dry humor of Robert Downey Jr. just delivering some of these lines, and
some of them are perfect.
Like her blowing the smoke in his face, and he just like shakes it off. And then my number 4 is cutting his finger off. Like the action of cutting it off. Of like where he's just like in the doorway and she slams the door and
opens. Did I just cut your finger off? Yes, it's on the ground. Pick it up.
But just like how that is like a rational fear. Like whenever you're like your hand's on the car door and someone's closing it, you're like like trying to get it away.
I saw it coming too. It was like his hand is right there.
And then there was the scene later where her hand was like on the thing.
It was right before, I thought, or it was a scene.
It was
it was after. I think it was after. Yeah,
where like he
slams the door.
He slams the door because she.
He says, "Watch your fingers."
Well, he tells her. She tells him like, "Oh, I have one more secret." She slept with his best friend. He's like, "Get out! Watch your fingers!" And then she slams the door. And then my number 3 is, Robert Downey Jr. / Val Kilmer. So Harry and Perry together, their dynamic just works so well. My number 2 was the math scene.
This was part of my hostage taking that I love.
Right. So the hostage taking / what was the word?
The guard.
Russian roulette.
Yeah. I honestly did not see that coming at all, but because I was like, oh, he's a magician. He's somehow gonna not put the bullet in.
They've set that up like several times throughout the movie. Like, oh, he's a magician. He can do like sleight of hand stuff. But no, they show him like put it in and then spin it a couple times.
He spins it again, closes it, and then shoots the guy. Point blank. Oh, this is another great one. The spider.
And then Perry's like, you loaded that thing?
You put a live round in there?
What are you doing?
Then he's like, there's an 8% chance. Who fucking taught you math? He's just like yelling at him.
It's an 8% chance.
There's an 8%.
It's 1 in 6. So what?
Or no, there was 8 bullets.
There was 8.
I thought that's what he said. That's how he got 8%. It was something stupid like that.
Yes, then that math would
although maybe it was only 6 bullets, and he had no idea where he got to 8%.
Just picked a number and went with it.
8%. Bury the body.
I think I meant to check the math after, and I just never did. But my number 1 is the plot. So like the kind of whodunit / murder mystery, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It is a leg. I was like, what the hell is that? Another scene where I'm at work. I'm like, hoping no one decides to come in the office. But yeah, it's just like it even has the elements of like, hey, did you figure it out? Like
they even say it, near the end.
Have you been following along? Yeah. Can you figure this out?
Which I really have not figured it out yet. I can figure a little bit.
Some of it, yes, but not to any extent that they have.
Yeah. All right, a few problems.
I really don't have any.
Yeah, I would say
glaring ones. You said you came up with one.
Thought of one that they never did a sequel where Harry's working for Perry as a private detective.
Oh yeah,
they could have. They set it up like perfect.
Honestly, they probably still could do one.
They still can. Yeah. I would definitely pay to see that movie.
Yes.
It'd just be another murder mystery.
Yeah, it'd just be like the books. You just keep writing them and like keep them. This is only an hour and 45, if that. You could keep them short like that, and it'd be totally worth it.
Yeah. So that's my complaint. They never made another one.
But
he did get I guess he had writer block for like a year and a half writing.
That's a long time. Yeah,
that is a long time.
And yeah, he would definitely have to be like, think of another story kind of like this where it's not out of the ordinary, but
and I think
different
you
enough
could
from
easily
everything.
get the 3 main.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
well,
I'm sure Robert would be paid a lot more.
He would,
but
oh yes, he would take up most of the budget.
Maybe he'll do it for lower.
If Val's feeling
this was
okay.
his break into.
That's true.
That got him
his
Iron
comeback.
Man.
Yeah. If Val's doing okay, like feeling better, then he could probably reprise his role. Michelle Monaghan's been in.
Well, he's in Top Gun. He's gonna be in the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
So maybe he's back to fighting shape.
Hopefully.
All right. A few favorite quotes. This was a.
It's a very quotable movie.
This is because I'm definitely gonna steal some of these. But
you added one?
No, I had 4 the whole time.
Oh, okay. I just didn't do my.
I was gonna wait and see if you had the 8% one, but we already talked about that, so I'm very happy about that. But my first one is it's like it's right after he throws the gun in the lake.
It's right after one of my quotes. I think actually it was pretty. After my first.
Yeah. It's like almost right after that.
It's in that
because then he throws the gun in the lake, and then he yells at him for throwing the gun in the lake, a $2,000 gun, and he's like, "Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'd find?" And Harry goes, "A picture of me." He goes, "No, the definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are." Mine are all basically them too, except for the last one.
I think mine is. Yeah, all of ours are basically just them too.
Yeah, 2 is when they very first meet, and he's like talking about the guy who cast him calls him Gay Perry, and he's about to say it, but he didn't know. He doesn't really know him, so he doesn't want to say it.
He doesn't want to be like, not sure if that's just a nickname people give him, or like that's what he.
Yeah, so he's like, they're talking. He's like, "You still gay?" He's like, "Me? No, knee deep in pussy. I just like the name so much I can't get rid of it."
He gives him a look like, okay,
yeah. Perry's so sarcastic, and this is great. And then this one is when they're walking up and about to do some surveillance on the case.
The next day.
Yeah. Is she a looker? He's like, she opens the door and she's got nothing on but the radio. Yeah. And invites me to sit down. Sits on my lap. Fires up a spliff. Jeez, really? No, idiot. It's like she called me over the phone and paid with a credit card.
Oh, that's not how it works here.
Yeah. And then my last one. This one is like one of the first, like, besides him narrating, is one of the first lines of the movie.
Yeah.
When the B movie actress walks up to him, she's like, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "I'm retired. I invented dice when I was a kid. How about you?" It's just so dumb. Like she's just like, "Oh, okay." Like,
I think one of my other favorite parts was like the next time a girl comes up to him, he
tells him
totally different.
Yeah. And that's when I knew I was like, I'm gonna like this movie. After the dice one, and like she just had no reaction. She's like, I've acted a few times, and then just walks away. It's like, I'm gonna like this one.
Okay, so for my quotes, my first one is when they're at the lake.
Yeah, just before the.
Yeah, here he goes. Is she dead? And Perry says, "No, she's just resting her eyes for a minute. Of course she's fucking dead. Her neck's broken."
We gotta get the cops here. They're going to believe that you shot her in the head after she broke her neck? What are you talking about? I didn't shoot her. Damn it.
Get her in the car. And then my second one is after Harry gets his finger cut off for the second.
Yes, second time. When the guys are... the guys that killed the girl are questioning him. Yeah. And one guy grabs his finger
and pulls off. He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, you pulled my finger over here.
I just got this fucking fixed."
But Harry and Harmony are in the car driving, and he says, "Harmony, are you following them? You better not be following them. Tell me you're not following them." And she goes, I'm not. I'm taking you to the hospital." And he goes, "Yeah, I hope so."
Yeah, I hope so.
He's like still kind of drowsy from the drugs and all that. And then my third one is okay. So it's another math scene one. Right? Yeah. When they kind of
what does Perry say to him? Perry says something to the guard, the medical guard.
I think he just says like
he insults him. He says something.
It just says something like quick
nails Harry right on the side of the head. He's, why'd you do that?
I didn't say that. But Harry goes, doesn't that? He hits the guard with a pistol.
He hits the guard right after
for no reason. And Harry goes, "Doesn't that suck? I just hit you for no reason. I don't even know why."
And just the way, like, I've seen that clip before too. I think of him hitting the guy. Yeah, it's just so funny.
And then my fourth one is the end of the movie. Perry goes up to Harmony's father at the end.
Yeah.
And just kind of like hits him a couple times. And he goes, yeah, I paraphrased it, but he says, "You pulled that trigger. It just took this long for the bullet to hit."
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, you started all this, and it is your fault. It just took a while.
What does he say? He's like, "Yeah, I wanted to see an animal, but the zoo was
Yeah,
closed."
It's like, "Do you know who I am?" He's like, "Yeah, I do." Know exactly who you are.
Yeah, big man hitting someone who can't get up or something. He's like, yeah. Big man. Yeah, that was great. There's so many. And
there's so many like quick, short one-liners too.
When I know we usually do this in final thoughts, but I feel like I'm gonna forget. But when Harry finally tells him, like, no, they brought you in because Colin Farrell wanted too much money. He's like, what does he say? He's like, yeah, they bring in a ringer and they bring him to all these parties and they get him training. He's like, you're never going to get that part. He's like, if you want, you can hit me. And he just punches him in the face. What the fuck? Pick those glasses up.
Yeah. And he's like, pick them up.
Pick them up. Yeah, just great.
All right. Let's move on to some TNT trivia about the movie, starting with Who Am I?
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady Benz.
I am your father.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
I am the Clit Commander.
I am Groot.
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, guys.
I will start with my Who Am I? First movie
Go ahead.
is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And then if you don't get this,
You're gonna pick one I'm not gonna know.
Major League 2, and Psych.
Oh, thank God. You had me for a ringer there. Well, that's Corbin Burns.
That is correct. So his parents are Harry Bernstein Jr. and a Hollywood producer, and veteran soap actress Janine Cooper. Bernstein has been married to British actress Amanda Pays since 1988, who she was on the 90s Flash.
Oh, really?
Psych on an episode, and the new Flash. She was in like 4 or 5 episodes. And then he has the largest snow globe collection in the world with over 8,000 snow globes.
Wow.
I thought that was random.
Where does he keep them?
He's got a mansion, I assume.
He's just got a ginormous house.
Yeah.
Okay. I am known for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Sophia the First, and Modern Family.
And Modern Family.
Kind of, yeah.
I gotta pull up this cast.
It's really not that many people, so.
No.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to look at my facts.
Yeah.
Or my trivia.
Oh, I know who it is. Ariel Winter.
Yep. She plays the
7-year-old
younger version of her.
Of Harmony, yeah.
Yep. She has a purple belt in Taekwondo. Trying to find, like, she was a child actor. She started acting at the age of 4. And apparently she started reading at the age of 1.
Jeez.
Her first acting job was a Cool Whip commercial. And she has 3 dogs named... Okay, I thought it was Pebbles. It's Peebles, Hercules, and Cher.
It's really random names.
A really odd
Yeah.
stretch of names there.
That was a good one.
I was gonna say
I forgot she was even in the beginning.
When I was looking through the cast, I'm like, oh,
I noticed her.
What
yeah.
is she? And then looking back, it was her.
Mm-hmm. All right, my random facts about the movie: Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of the bear in the fake beer commercial, which was great.
It's an absurd commercial.
Yeah. Val Kilmer's depiction of Gay Perry is generally considered to be the first openly gay character to front a Hollywood action movie. And then this one I noticed while watching it the second time is that the Dexter Clinic is the same place they steal the pinch from in Ocean's 11. I saw the picture in the news thing of the building. I was like, I paused it. I was like, that's it. And then like I didn't even realize when they were there in the scene that it was even the same place. And then like I was like, oh, they even used it. It was like perfect. I thought they just used a picture of it.
The spot for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny.
I didn't see that in IMDb, so I liked that trivia. My first one is that one scene in the film takes place in a club exhibiting living art, which Robert Downey Jr. once worked as. So it was a weird, like, people in
the
glass boxes and stuff, like dancing and all dressed up or whatever. Oh, yeah, right there.
He cut his...
He's like, okay, damn. Oh, there it is. Like, yeah, I hope you let me in.
Oh, and then I'm sewing it up.
Oh. And she's like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
My second fact, as a show of support for Robert Downey Jr.'s recovery from alcohol and drugs, Val Kilmer refused to drink during the entire production.
Yeah, so I think I was looking it up, and he was been sober since 2003.
So it would be like right after.
A year after. I'm sure they filmed in 2004, maybe even the later part of 2003.
True, yeah, probably at the end of that year. And then my last fact, because of its modest budget, Warner Brothers granted Joel Silver the distinction of overseeing the film personally, which allowed Shane Black to only have to answer to him instead of like everyone at the studio.
That's pretty cool.
Which is crazy for his like his directorial debut, even though he'd been writing and working in the.
But what was it? And they went over budget like $5 million bucks, but it was, I think the budget was 10, and then it was ended up being 15 total.
Yeah, so in the grand scheme of things, it's not crazy. It was
and I love that. I mean, going into final thoughts right now, but in like stemming off of this is when they wrap it up. And they say, like, yeah, I know that, what is it, a happy end, everyone wants a happy ending.
Right, yeah.
It was just like a cut at, what was it? I think it's The Last Boy Scout and Lethal Weapon 2. We wanted to kill people off at the end, and the studios wouldn't let him. So I think he was poking fun at that, which is pretty funny.
Just getting his little subtle jabs in.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts, or that's pretty much?
Just that I'm definitely going to buy this and see what the behind the scenes are on this. I'm sure there's some good ones.
It definitely agrees with everyone talking about. Oh, it's one of his better movies.
And like after reading like how he just puts Christmas in the background of things.
Oh yeah,
it's just like you notice a little bit of that. I love this scene there, and then there's the scene where. Harry's yelling at Harmony, and Perry comes up from behind after she asks everyone hates Harry. And when he dodges that drink, it's just great. He's like, I'm pretty sure it hits someone in the back, but they don't move because it's like a fake glass.
Wouldn't it be like right now?
It's coming. Everyone's got to raise their hand first. Yeah. Other than that, I will definitely recommend this to people.
Yeah,
if you haven't already seen it. Yeah. It's 14 years old now, almost. And 15.
I guess it didn't do so well like in theaters because they didn't open it.
Didn't they put it at the Cannes?
Cannes and won a bunch of awards. Yeah. Like, everyone thought it was really good. Oh, look, you could actually see him standing there.
The second time I noticed he was standing there. See, it definitely hits that lady, but she barely flinches.
Oh yeah, you just see him in the background. He's got like the bat ears.
Yeah, that's all right. So, final thoughts. You know what? I'll save it for the ranking of why I put something there. But that reminded me when you said that. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything.
No,
I mean, we covered a lot of it. Yeah. I'm sure there was some funny
we didn't really spoil any of the twists and stuff.
The twists,
at all,
yeah.
Actually, we just talked about like the good parts of the movie.
Yeah, kind of just their interactions.
Yeah.
But next up, we'll pretend like we're in charge and recast the movie. So I didn't put my theme down, but I wonder if you can guess it at home or if Tony can guess it.
My original thought is probably wrong.
So for Harry, I went with Jude Law. I think he'd be a good Harry.
Oh, I think I figured it out.
You got it?
I think just looking at the first and the second
one,
I figured it out.
Perry, I went with Tom Cruise.
You know what? I'm going to even stop you there. I know what it is because of the last one, because of something that I'll get to.
Because, okay. Hold on. Wait till the end. See if
I will. I'm not going to.
Harmony, I would go with Kerry Russell.
That's the only one I'm not sure on.
That was the hardest one to recast, I think. But then when I figured it out, it clicked. Dexter, I went with Tom Berenger.
No, it totally...
You know what movie... Yeah.
Well, now I know how it's...
Yeah. Mr. Frying Pan, I went with Leave Tribal. And then Mr. Fire went with Dominic Purcell. Because he's great.
Yes, that's the reason, because he's great.
Yep.
And it's got fire in the name.
Yep.
Right off the bat, I was like... Your 2 and 3 made me think your theme was Mission Impossible. But then going off the other ones, I think it's using characters who starred alongside or like co-starred with them in other movies.
Yes, that is it. Yeah, co-starred with them in one of their bigger franchises.
Sherlock, Mission Impossible
3.
3.
4,
I have no idea.
That is Major League. He's the catcher.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Frying Pan, that's Ray Donovan. He's Ray Lee Travel is Ray Donovan, and the other guy plays his brother.
And 6 is Prison Break, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, I was correct.
Yes.
I like that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine, I'm sure if I didn't put it, you could probably
could have guessed.
Kind of obvious. But we'll leave it to the end.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, we'll start doing sometimes. I mean, sometimes.
Also, I found out you can do polls in YouTube videos.
Oh, really?
I did not know that. I was watching a video and someone's like, "Yeah, take the poll." I'm like, "Take the what?
Take the what?"
But for Harry, I went with Christian Bale. For Perry, I went with Michael Keaton. For Harmony, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Mm-hmm. For Dexter, I would originally go with Adam West, but since he can't act it anymore, Kevin Conroy.
But if you did 2005,
then it would be okay. Mr. Frying Pan, George Clooney, and Mr. Fire, Ben Affleck.
I see. You didn't keep the one guy that was in the movie. That Phil's hobby.
I originally made him Dexter.
Okay.
But I wanted to get the other ones in, and I didn't use the newest one because he hasn't been in it yet.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm sure I could have found like his original partner that dies. Sure, we'll make it Robert Pattinson. The first,
there you go. The first guy for Christian Bale this time would be okay. That works. Yeah. So Batman. I like that one.
Yeah. Because it's like almost the number's almost perfect. It's like right around there.
Yeah.
And now it's time for us to rank our top 5 Val Kilmer roles or movies.
Well, roles this time.
I like roles
because I added some non-movies.
Yeah,
I think.
I'll
you did too.
I did one. Actually 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So my honorable mentions: Willow. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I've seen it a bunch like info or like trivia pop up.
Really? Yeah, it's a good one. I haven't seen it in a really long time. My other one is Entourage, only because he's in one episode, but he plays a Sherpa, and it's great. And then Batman Forever. And like, I don't know why, I just don't like him as Batman. And he's great in everything else. Like, it's just like he just gave up, and he's like the stiffest one. And then I was thinking today, maybe it's because Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones just go like way over the top, and it makes him seem like he's not doing much.
I would
like he didn't
he didn't do a ton. But
I don't know. He would have been better if it was Burton still, maybe. Like, he acted it that way, like more Keaton.
I was going to say, he acted...
But, like, the movie did not call for that. It called for something more ridiculous.
Except at the same time, he's not over-the-top ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. He's one of my least favorites. I think it's because of that. That's what I was thinking today. It's because the villains in that one are just too much.
Make up for the rest of it.
Yeah. Number 5, Tombstone. Him as Doc Holliday is great with that cast is nuts. Yeah, we should do that one soon. Number 4, Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans with Nicolas Cage. He's actually really good in it. Just because I think everyone looks good next to Nick Cage, though.
Right, yeah. When you act in a movie with him, it's just... He elevates everyone somehow.
Everyone else is like actually acting pretty good in that, and he's just nuts. But no, he's really good in that one. 3, Top Gun. He's a great villain.
Villain.
Yeah. Bully,
and then he comes. I would accept bully.
Yeah, I'd say bully.
Maybe not villain.
Yeah, not villain.
Antagonist,
I guess would work better.
If it was villain, he would have flown to like the Russian side or something. That would have been a villain.
He had the look, I guess. Number 2, I know it's like the smallest cameo of all time, but I gotta go Psych.
It definitely is like one of the smallest ones.
Yeah, I have to go Psych just because they mention him so much throughout the series, and then you get to see him, and it's like the last 10 minutes of the whole series,
and they make him like one of the big bads.
yeah, like a character that they've mentioned off screen multiple times, as well as mentioned Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
but that was just great. And then number 1, I have to go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Just him as Perry is great, and him with Robert Downey Jr. is awesome.
Also, did you know who the pink-haired girl was?
Yeah, from A Knight's Tale.
I
couldn't recast her though because it wouldn't go with I don't know what else she was.
I think when we looked her up for that, it was that and this, and we're like, oh, we never really seen that.
Well, I know she was in 40 Days and 40 Nights, but I don't know any other female stars in that one. Yeah, so she was like that late 90s, early 2000s, and then
that's it.
Yeah, nothing else I've seen. Like TV shows, but nothing super major, popular. Yeah.
Okay, so for my honorable mention, I guess he was the voice of Kit in Knight Rider.
If you didn't put this, I was going to bring it up because I saw it while I was going through that. I was like, that is nuts. How did we not know that?
So I'm definitely going to have to go watch that series now. My number 5 is Tombstone. Number 4, Psych, and it's only so low because it's just
the cameo
and the one episode. 3, Batman Forever. I don't know. I liked his.
Yeah.
It was like wooden and very like straight laced, but I liked it as opposed to with everything going on.
Yeah.
My number 2, Top Gun, and then number 1, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yep. That's a good list, though. I could. Batman's the only one. Maybe I just got to watch it again. But I think I've watched it recently in the last year. But
watched it enough to know.
I think there's just so many other better ones. Maybe that's why.
That's definitely a valid point.
And the villains are just play it higher than him at least.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for our last segment, we'll talk about the geek news.
Clark Kent's just a mild-mannered reporter.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
General, haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
Well, I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've done some...
Oh, the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
serious?
First up on the docket,
we could probably add, yes, I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley to the end of that.
to the end of that.
But yes, go on.
That is a good one.
First up.
Yeah, first up, we got a behind the scenes of Endgame. We got this, like, the CGI of how they did it.
How they
you
did
sent
a bunch
me.
of scenes,
yeah. It was like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, and I
watched the whole thing. Well, it's funny because you sent it over and you must have gotten to just the cat part. So I thought that was like...
I think I got to the part and
then you were like, oh, this is good. So you sent it. So it started there and I was like, does he just want me to watch this? And I watched the captain part first, like the aging. And then I was like, wait, no, he wants me to watch the whole thing. So I went back.
I stopped there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to send this.
First off, like the fact that the time travel suits weren't real, like, would have never known. I thought they were wearing those.
They looked like they were.
I mean, like, I get, like, the helmet was probably...
The helmet...
I was like, yeah, the helmet's fake, but nothing else is.
But it even looked pretty good.
Yeah. And then that was crazy how they were going to do, like, a whole bubble. They're like, this looks really weird.
Looks dumb.
And then when I didn't even notice until they said, like, the bubble is just the...
right, I thought it was just, like, a visor thing.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. The captain fight was, like... I don't even know how they did that. They're just like,
they even explained it, and I'm even still like, wait a minute,
how long would it take? Just because, like, I mean, I don't know how many people they have. Like, just this guy's working on just the background, like the offices in the background that you could barely see, but like you need to have. You
have to make it look so realistic that it doesn't even take away.
Or just like someone's like working on just the atrium of the building, like.
Of like 1,000-foot tall building.
Yeah, and then like the whole outside, and you need the light just right.
Right.
And
it was cool how they kind of showed it a little bit, though.
Yeah, like, I don't know, you'd think like having him fight himself would be the easy part, but that was like the hard part. That was the easiest part of the whole thing.
They're like, oh no, that was easy.
Yeah, we get a double, and then he acts them out both sides when Yeah, what was another one though? That was pretty cool.
The rat was real.
Oh, the rat was real. That was funny. Doing the Hulk, making the Hulk was cool.
How they got the Hulk. And then they kind of talked about like the progression from like where they started with doing stuff, and then by the time they got to Endgame, how it's like, oh no, we could just do this, and this. And
and it's crazy because they're like, oh yeah, we didn't have the designs for half this stuff, so it was all just
right. So
afterwards.
They were just like, all right, work on it, figure it out, like.
Yeah, because I think they even said like Captain Marvel. They didn't know what the design was.
They shot Endgame first.
Yeah.
And then all of Captain Marvel stuff.
So they didn't know. It was like she was just wearing like the crazy suit.
Yeah.
And then they just edited everything after. What was another one that was good? Thor, when he had... Because they only could wrap it up much, and they have to connect it in the back.
How cool. It looked like they just did surgery on his back or something, and then they just like brushed it out, and then you can't even tell.
Yeah, there were some good ones. Go check it out.
Yeah, definitely worth a watch. Then we also got a list of potential shows on Disney Plus. It was like a leak that was reported that Disney Plus will supposedly include X-Men 92, Spider-Man 94.
I'm fine with just those two.
I was just saying, those. I think those were the two. I was like, okay,
yes,
yeah, these are the two. But then Spider-Woman 79, Spider-Man 81, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Iron Man 94, Fantastic Four 94, Incredible Hulk, Silver Surfer, and then Spider-Man Unlimited, which is supposedly another really good series.
Yeah. And then I just saw that they are going to do, I don't know if this was confirmed or not, but Gargoyles is going to be on there.
Ooh, I did see something, which would be awesome too, because I'll watch that.
That was a great one.
And if they could do Darkwing Duck.
They have.
I think someone...
Is that all? That's all Disney, right?
I think, yeah.
Oh, that's definitely going to be on there.
So excited for that.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, this one's not really news because this game's been out, but the Gears 5 trailer, it came out September 5th. But I've been seeing a lot of commercials for it. But that trailer, have you seen the trailer?
I don't.
It's
recall.
Like the daughter of one of the guys, because I haven't played since 3. But like she's like windsurfing, and they're playing Fleetwood Mac The Chain, and it's like a cover though, and it's like awesome. Yeah. And then like she lands in this hole, and like one of the monsters comes up. but it reminded me of like the first trailer where they did the cover of Mad World.
Oh, okay. That one I remember.
Tears for Fear song, yeah. But it's like very similar to that, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want to play this one now. It's like I don't think I played since, I think I played parts of 3, but I don't know if I beat the campaign.
Gears of War 4.
Then they did another one that I don't know if it was
I
part
don't
of the
think
story.
it was like, yeah.
And then this one. But like after watching the trailer, I was like, God, it reminds me of watching that first trailer because I had rewatched it today because I was like, such a good one. But yeah, it just reminded me of that, and I kind of want to play it now. Yeah. And I think it's part of the Game Pass on Xbox. And like if you do that, I know they give you like the first couple months are usually like $1 only. And then after that, it's still only $14. So if it takes you 2 months, it's $30.
Yeah,
so you're saving money. Yeah,
that's nice. And then the James Gunn Suicide Squad cast has been revealed. 1, 2,
this
3,
was
4,
another one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 24 names. So I'm going to do my best, unless you don't want me to read them.
No, you could. I mean, do the ones you know. How about that? And like the return, definitely the returning.
Okay.
And then the new ones that you
big
know.
New ones that I know. Okay. John Cena.
Yep.
Jai Courtney.
Oh, we need that one.
Yes, write it down. Nathan Fillion, Joel Kinnaman, Flula Borg, which is an interesting one. He's like a YouTube guy, a German YouTuber.
Oh yeah, no, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's on Conan all the time.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Sean Gunn, Pete Davidson.
That's a crazy.
That's
one.
an interesting one. Taika Waititi, which is going to be amazing. I feel like I've heard the name.
I wonder if they're
going to
just have
before.
him do a voice.
Probably. He'll be like
Korg.
a CG character. He just put Korg in there. Peter Capaldi.
Doctor Who, right?
Yep.
It was one of the Doctor Who's.
And then Viola Davis, Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, and Michael Rooker. Sorry to all the other ones. I have no idea who you are.
And you said Nathan Fillion?
Yes.
Okay.
Reportedly being Green Lantern.
Really?
Is what Kevin Smith said. So who knows what?
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Been waiting for that.
Give it to James Gunn to be like, no, I'm gonna create Green Lantern for you guys.
Yeah, and so we're gonna have Harley Quinn back, Rick Flag, Captain Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. There was only 3 returning. And Amanda Waller.
Somehow though, because didn't she die? Or am I mixing up?
No, she survived.
TV? Am I mixing up Arrow?
Arrow. She dies on Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think I was mixing it up.
No, yeah, she survives at the end of. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a great one.
Yeah. And he even said like, don't get too attached to these people or something like that.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna be switching. They'll probably keep some of the main.
Right, but swap through people.
Yeah.
Like Slipknot, just boom, gone.
Yeah, right away. All right. Next up, we have a Living With Yourself trailer, the Paul Rudd Netflix series. I'm so happy this is a series, too, because...
that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay, a movie could be good, but then it's a series.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. This
so at least like 8 episodes, or 6, even 6, I'm fine with.
6 to 8 would probably be good.
Yeah. But like he goes to a spa and wakes up and he's happier, and then...
Yeah.
Like he hears something downstairs and it's his actual self.
It's himself.
Yeah. That's not the happy version, which they've done a Rick and Morty about this pretty much. But I just love some of those clips in the trailer are just great. Like
Paul Rudd acting with Paul Rudd.
I hate you. I am you. Yeah, Paul Rudd acting with Paul Rudd.
I know Kung Fu. Unless you learned it last night. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, we'll see how well that one does.
I think it's going to do pretty good.
I think it will, especially with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
And then last up, Birds of Prey got an official poster, and then there was a couple other ones they put out.
Yeah, I saw the one where they're all flying around her head. Yeah, it looks. I mean, doesn't give us much.
So if they make it, oh no, it's just a dream, that would be kind of short-sighted, I would think.
Yeah, I don't.
People would be
that.
upset, but I don't think they were going to do that.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see though. It looks good. It looks different. I can say that.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a. You're right. It just looks different.
Yeah, from what we've seen of her character, it looks different. I'd say that.
Yeah.
And with no Joker, but I don't know. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask should be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and then just all those other
the rest
characters.
of the cast. Yeah, that's going to be a fun movie.
A lot of big names in the comics and actors. All right. Before we wrap up the episode, we'll look ahead to what's coming up for Tim and Tony. 118, we're going to do. So we're going to get in preparation for a movie. We're going to do Batman 1989. 119, we're going to do The Dark Knight. And that is all in preparation for October 4th when Joker comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll even do one after with Joker.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get up to.
Yeah. So that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. Remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. And we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.
Dynamic Duo.
Good night.
Dynamic Duo.
Good night.
Dynamic Duo.
Good night.